Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and welcome to part 2 of my picking finds for this past weekend. We're in mid-October now, so the season is coming to a close, but I still did really well. For those of you who are just tuning in and missed part 1, you might want to go check it out because I got some really nice stuff. Some silver dollars, some vintage jewelry, silver stuff, military stuff, some silverware, a nice big pile of gold, and just generally good stuff, so check it out. Now on to part 2, the non-silver items. For all of you gamers out there and game enthusiasts, I did really well this weekend. So let's get into it. So over here, for those of you who don't know, these are called Heroclix. Now Heroclix is a game that was based on another game called Mage Knight, which was a really fun game that I used to play, and it pretty much failed as a game. The company that manufactured it stopped manufacturing it after a few years, and the pieces are now pretty much worthless. This game, however, caught on, and that's why the pieces are still valuable. So when I saw these at a sale, I was very happy. I paid $3 for all the figurines you see here, and they're worth about $1 a piece sold individually, so I probably could get like maybe 75 cents a piece if I sell them in a lot, and I would probably do that and just be done with it. Or it'll surprise me. There are some pieces here that I think might be more than that, but we'll see. Over here we've got Iron Man, we've got Mr. Fantastic, we've got Batman, we've got Aquaman, we've got Spider-Man, we've got the Green Lantern, we've got Mr. Hyde. Back here we've got Awesome Android, we've got The Thing, we've got Tomo, Snowbird, Man-Thing, what is this guy? Spy Master, Magma, Henchman, that's a creative name. We've got the Black Knight, we've got, who's this? Ice, we've got Hive Trooper, Adam Strange. That's one I have a question about, actually. For those of you who don't know the game, I don't know the exact rules of this game, but I remember from Mage Knight that the little rings, you see how there's a red ring here, a blue ring here, and a yellow ring there? That indicates the rarity or the power of the character. And I don't remember which one's the best one. I think red is the better one, and then blue and then yellow, but correct me if I'm wrong. But over here on the Adam Strange character, you see a white ring. And I don't know if that means that it's rarer or if it's a promotional piece or whatnot, but for anybody who's familiar with the game, please let me know. Also, if any of you guys play this game and want to buy these from me, let me know, PM me an offer, and we'll work something out. Over here there's a couple, this piece broke off and this piece was just missing the actual character. But I'm pretty happy with this stuff. I'm sure it'll sell pretty easily, and I'll definitely make my $3 many times over. Over here, I don't remember if I showed this in a video. This is actually from a few weeks ago, but I don't know why, but I couldn't pass these up. These little, I mean, it's perfect for Halloween time. These little glass pumpkins. They're really nice. I think they're handmade. They're hand blown, or they're not cast. They're really good quality, and they were only asking $1 a piece for them. It was at an estate sale. I was pretty surprised that they were going for so cheap. If you look at it into the light, you can see there are little bubbles in the glass and little imperfections. And I saw similar ones on eBay going for like 50 bucks a piece. I don't know if these are the same ones, but I really like them, so I'm fine holding on to them for now. But if anybody knows about them or wants to make an offer, please do. Over here, this is handy size, 40 feet sash chain. And this was in a free pile, and it's unopened, and it's just some, some good tool related, hardware related stuff. I'm realizing more and more that garage sales are a great place to buy cheap tools. I am pretty handy. I do a lot of work on various things, whether it's on my car or little projects, and I really have a very small tool collection. and it's pretty big shame that I'm not going and buying all these great tools at good prices. So I've decided, after picking this up for free, that next week and starting in the future, I'm going to pick up more tool-related stuff. So if any of you guys are tool enthusiasts, you might get to see a new section to the Silver Picker channel. Over here, onto the video games, I got 2 Game Boy Advances, Super Mario Advance, and Pokemon trading card game Game Boy cartridge. And for the 4 of those items, I paid $5, so $1.25 a piece. These both work, and the only issue is that they both are missing the battery compartment. Not a huge deal, because I'm sure I'll still make back my $1.25. And this Pokemon game goes for like 20 bucks on eBay, and this one goes for like 10 or 12. So I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't looked up what these go for yet, but I'm sure at least a few dollars. I bought this. This is a Game Boy Advance SP adapter. If you guys remember from a previous video, I bought an SP, but it didn't have an adapter and I couldn't charge the battery, so I couldn't tell if it worked. I plugged this in and it wouldn't charge, and then I realized that inside here most of the pins are missing. So it's actually the charger's issue. I only paid 50 cents for it. It's a shame it doesn't work, but you know, live and learn. Now finally, oh well, actually I got this. This is the Doom 32X Sega Genesis cartridge. It goes for like 7, 8 bucks, 10 bucks on a good day. I didn't test it because I don't have the system, but I'm pretty confident it works. It's in great condition. I only paid 50 cents for it. Maybe it was 75 cents. Whatever it was cheap. And finally, a pick that I made that taught me a lesson. Now, I talk about business ethics sometimes, and generally with the gold and silver and stuff like that, I really try and be as honest as possible. Obviously, I'm making a profit, and I'm making a pretty hefty profit too. But when I go and I buy silver and gold from people, I tell them what the going rate is for gold and silver, and then I tell them what I'm going to give them for it. And they can choose, no pressure, whether or not to take it. I still give much higher than, you know, those cash for gold places, you know, on every corner. So most of the time they accept my offer. But here, I was a little dishonest, and I was taught a lesson for it. Generally, when I buy video games, I am always happy to buy a Japanese game or any other foreign game. I've done really well on all these Japanese PlayStation games and accessories. I don't know if many of you remember, but I had a Sony Pocket Station I paid 50 cents for it, and I sold it for like 25 or 30 bucks. So this PlayStation Wipeout game in a long case, generally they come in a shorter case that goes like up to here, with Japanese on it, and I open it up and I see it's got the booklet, I see it's got the disc, and then I see, oh wow, it's actually got 3 discs, and one of them is Tony Hawk, and I say, okay, I'm gonna actually get a bonus here. So I say to the lady, how much are the games? She goes, $1. So I said, okay, here's $1. And she even asked me, she said, well, make sure the game's in there. And I said, oh, I did. And now really, I was kind of cheating her. I saw that there were 3 game discs in there. It's not like I put them in there to try and steal them, but they were in there. And, you know, I was trying to get something for nothing. And her kindness, trying to make sure that I was getting the game that I was getting, turned out to punish me when I was trying to pull one over on her, because when I looked upon closer inspection, there is the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3-disc, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and what appears to be an X-Files game, and no Wipeout. So 3 relatively worthless games, and a nice box with a nice booklet with no game essentially is worthless. So maybe I can sell it, maybe I'm sure I can get my $1 back, but it just goes to show that honesty still does trump out, and you will do better being honest than dishonest. So with that, it's late. I came back from a long day of picking today, got a lot of good stuff, and I even learned a lesson out of it. So can't complain on a beautiful day like that. So with that, I'm going to say Silver Picker out, and until next time, stay tuned. Please rate, comment, subscribe, do that thing. Like I always say, I enjoy reading the comments, so do it. Thank you.